So, today I had an idea. Strange. I went through. I have some print shots of some comments that were left to me in comments about some ideas for topics for videos. And I came across one that was, can you talk about having an existential crisis? Um, I have kind of already talked about that in a very old video, maybe in the beginning. When I talked about nihilism and all of that, um, I'm going to start by saying once again, I am not a student of philosophy. Although I do read and I do watch videos, I have read a few books of Nietzsche and of other authors, but there was a time where I was really into philosophy. I am now more into the philosophy of religion, let's say, and I'm my likings shift along the time. I was very obsessed a few years ago with philosophy. Now I'm more into biology and religion. Religion has actually never left me. I was always very curious about it, even when I was a kid. I've been studying maybe religion for maybe 8 years now. When I mean study, I mean like reading the Bible, reading the Quran, viewing philosophical arguments about it in favor and against, studying those arguments, creating arguments of my own, agreeing or disagreeing, of course, depends on the argument and the case, but either ways. Um, all of this because I may commit mistakes in this video. I have, before making this video, I have tried to inform myself once again, because it's been a while since I've been into real philosophy. Um, I've considered myself an existential nihilist for maybe 5 years now, and I still do. Recently, about 1.5 years ago, maybe 1 year ago, um, I got depressed because of it, and I couldn't really find the lack of meaning in life was starting to um, have a toll on me. I was my motivation went completely through the roof. I didn't care about anything really. Um, I almost failed a year, but no, I ended up passing and it was okay. Um, so I was a bit depressed and I really didn't care really. You can see in my older videos that my mood was a bit worse than it is now. I'm a bit happier now. And today I wanted to talk about something that I kind of think it's rare on YouTube and even in real life with other people. That is the benefits of nihilism, or in this case, of my existential nihilism. Um, After a few years of being, and I think, I'm 99% sure that I'm still an existential nihilist. I conform with all the definitions of existential nihilist. I guess I'm an active existential nihilist because you can be an active and a passive. I can put it in the video for those that don't understand what I'm talking about. Um, I wanted to talk a bit about the benefits of what I learned, what made me grow as a nihilist, since people have a very dark view, very, very weird view of nihilism. Like it's pain, it's agony, it's oh my god, if you don't have meaning in life, you have to commit suicide. And like it's no, calm down. I have heard these arguments so many times. Um, anyways, what I found with nihilism is I created my own meaning, which seems a bit absurd, although that was what Nietzsche did in the end, or tried to. Um, I still think that there is no absolutes when it comes to meaning. I still think that there is no intrinsic meaning in life, which is okay. now I think it's more or less okay. Um, the thing is, if this is all you get, or at least this is what I think about life, if this is all you get, this life, do the best you can with it. Really, don't. Um, I have dedicated my life. I've decided after being in a period of 1 year and a year, a few months, when I was depressed and I really didn't have dedication and I didn't have enthusiasm to do anything. I came to the conclusion that the problem with nihilism was that I think I got to it through a logical point. So I was stuck in logic. I thought that I had two options. I either denied what I believed to be, and I still do in a way, to be an absolute truth, which would be illogical, or I would embrace it and remain depressed. So I was in a loop. Um, Fortunately, I found another way out with a bit of help. This is why I said in that video about nihilism, if you are depressed, seek help. Sometimes it helps. It helps, and it did with me. And it was just one appointment, and it didn't change my mind because the appointment in itself didn't really change anything. I guess it was just nice to talk with someone about it, because there aren't many people that are either know what nihilism is or care for that matter. So seek help if you really need. Continuing. I still think that there is no intrinsic meaning in life and that this is all we get. I mean, this doesn't have to be depressing, although this is what I failed to realize. It was kind of lack of understanding from my part. Do the best you can with it. Who cares if this is all you get? That's precisely why it's important for you to do the best you can. It's completely the opposite. I was seeing it from a completely different point of view. I was thinking about it like, if this is all I get and my life really doesn't have intrinsic value, then what's the point? No, it's exactly the opposite. It's precisely because this is all you get. It's precisely because your life doesn't have, at least in my point of view, intrinsic value, that you should study, that you should go out, that you should have fun, that you should have friends. It's precisely because it's finite. It won't last forever. So do the best you can. And I wouldn't say, or I mean, I guess I could, create your own value, your own meaning, which I kind of did, but at the same time I still think that there is no value, no intrinsic value, which I don't really find contradictory. I am aware that there is probably no intrinsic value in life. I decided, although from a year ago and some months ago, to dedicate my life to knowledge, to know the best, the more I can about anything that I have an interest on. So from a year ago to now, I have bought in a span of a year more books than I ever did before. I've always been very interested in many disciplines, and since an early age, that I could talk more or less at length about some things that I liked. I was a weird kid, really, and but finally, nihilism allowed me to realize that because there's probably is no more value in life than what you already have, which, okay, it's nothing, no intrinsic value. It's precisely because of it that you should do the best you can. Shoot for the stars, who cares? If you fail, you fail, it doesn't matter, just try again, get up and try again. Party, go outside, walk, talk to friends, talk to people that you want. Don't really waste so much time, because it's kind of ridiculous the time that people waste just on thinking, and it may sound paradoxical, and it is in a way. It's also a bit hypocritical because I do that too. But either way, nihilism allowed me to come to a logical conclusion. I think it's a logical conclusion that was completely opposite to what I was holding a year and some months ago, like a year and a half ago. So I dedicated my life to, from that moment on, to knowledge and to knowing as much as I can, because that's something that I already did on my own. I already did that. I just failed to realize that I can continue to do that. Nothing is lost if I am a nihilist and continue to learn. It's fine. Who cares? I don't have to be depressed because of it, because I don't think life has any intrinsic value. Who cares? Just continue living your life. You've reached the conclusion that you, in a way, always knew. You're just now thinking more clearly about it because you're older. But that's what I wanted to say. I mean, if you are struggling with existentialism and nihilism, and if you're really unmotivated, I have also, I think, talked about it in a different video, but create a bit of a schedule. Like, go home after school and read, like, one chapter or 10 pages. Or, I don't know, go walk on a treadmill or something. Or go walk outside, go run. 20 minutes, just create something that fixates you on the present. Because that's another problem that I had. I was constantly thinking about the past and the future and never thinking about the present. But either way, I guess this video is getting long enough. So yeah, I guess that's... I wanted to say something positive about nihilism, because I'm kind of annoyed that everywhere it's just nihilism is bad, nihilism gets you depressed, and it's not completely a lie, I guess. I mean, people can get depressed because of nihilism. It's not really nihilism's fault, it's yours. You can't really blame the theory. You can only blame how you react to a theory. So you have to blame yourself. So yeah, I mean, create your own value, your own purpose. Give yourself purpose, and at the same time, if you want to remain a nihilist, know that that purpose is in the end meaningless, but at least you have something rather than nothing, at least in your mind. It's not ignoring nihilism, it's embracing it. It's saying, I understand this. Now, let's do something.